Brace yourselves, a frigid winter awaits. This year, the winter season is expected to be one of the coldest we've seen in recent years. The chill in the air is already palpable, and it's only going to get more intense as we move deeper into the season. Get ready for a wild ride this winter. From heavy snowfall to icy winds, the weather is going to be anything but predictable. Families are already gearing up, pulling out their thickest coats and warmest scarves, preparing for the frosty days ahead. The 2025 winter outlook is in, and it's showing some dramatic changes across the Northern Hemisphere. Meteorologists have been closely monitoring the weather patterns, and the data suggests that this winter will be marked by significant shifts in temperature and precipitation. Fasten your seatbelts, folks, because we're expecting a major cold snap to grip the United States and Canada. This cold snap is predicted to bring record-breaking low temperatures and heavy snowfall, making it a winter to remember. This isn't your average winter chill. We're talking about the kind of cold that makes you want to hibernate until spring. The kind of cold that bites through your layers and leaves you longing for the warmth of a cozy fireplace. So, grab your warmest coats, stock up on hot cocoa, and let's dive into the details of this frigid forecast. It's time to prepare for the winter wonderland that lies ahead with all its beauty and challenges. This winter, the jet stream is taking a southward dip, allowing frigid Arctic air to plunge deep into North America. This shift in the jet stream is a key factor in the extreme cold we're expecting. Meanwhile, a stubborn high-pressure system over the Arctic will act like a giant wall, trapping the cold air over the continent. This high-pressure system is creating a barrier that prevents the cold air from escaping, leading to prolonged periods of freezing temperatures. Get ready for bone-chilling temperatures, biting winds, and a whole lot of snow. The combination of these weather patterns means that we can expect frequent snowstorms and blizzards, making travel and daily activities more challenging. But it's not just North America feeling the chill. The cold air is spreading far and wide, affecting regions across the globe. Europe is also in for a roller coaster ride this winter, with unpredictable swings between mild spells and icy blasts. The weather in Europe is expected to be highly variable, with some areas experiencing sudden drops in temperature and others seeing unseasonably warm periods. So, whether you're planning a ski trip to the Alps or dreaming of a cozy Christmas by the fire, be prepared for anything Mother Nature throws your way. The key to enjoying this winter is to stay flexible and ready for whatever weather comes your way. Winter activities will be in full swing, from building snowmen to sledding down hills. Families will be making the most of the snowy days, creating memories that will last a lifetime. The beauty of winter is undeniable, with snow-covered landscapes transforming everyday scenes into magical wonderlands. The sight of snow-capped mountains and frozen rivers is a reminder of the power and majesty of nature. Embrace the season by enjoying outdoor activities like ice skating, winter hikes, and simply taking in the serene beauty of a snowy day. Winter is a time to slow down and appreciate the simple pleasures that come with the cold. And when the cold becomes too much, there's nothing like retreating to the warmth of a cozy cabin, gathering around a fireplace with loved ones, and enjoying a hot meal. These moments of warmth and togetherness are what make winter truly special. As we move through the winter months, keep an eye on the weather forecasts, and be prepared for sudden changes. The key to navigating this frigid winter is to stay informed and ready for whatever comes your way. Make sure your home and car are winter ready, with proper insulation, snow tires, and emergency supplies. Taking these precautions will help you stay safe and comfortable during the harshest days of winter. Remember, winter is also a time for community. Helping neighbors clear snow, checking in on the elderly, and coming together to face the challenges of the season can make a big difference. So, as we brace for this frigid winter, let's also embrace the opportunities it brings for connection, joy, and wonder. From festive celebrations to quiet moments of reflection, winter has a unique way of bringing people together. A frigid winter awaits, but with preparation and a positive spirit, we can make the most of this beautiful and challenging season. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy the magic of winter. Let's talk about the polar vortex, that swirling mass of frigid air that normally stays locked up in the Arctic. This phenomenon is a crucial part of our planet's climate system, acting like a giant cold air reservoir. It's a swirling, counterclockwise flow of air that circles the Arctic, high up in the stratosphere. The polar vortex is strongest during the winter months when the temperature difference between the Arctic and the mid-latitudes is at its peak. Well, this winter, it's breaking free and heading south, bringing its icy breath to the United States and Canada. This isn't just a minor shift, it's a significant movement that can have widespread impacts. When the polar vortex dips southward, it can bring with it some of the coldest air on the planet, leading to extreme weather conditions far from its usual home. Think of it like a refrigerator door swinging open, releasing a blast of cold air into your warm kitchen. This analogy helps us understand how the polar vortex can suddenly change our weather patterns, making our usually mild winters feel like we're living in the Arctic. The polar vortex is driven by the temperature difference between the Arctic and the tropics. This temperature gradient is what keeps the vortex stable and confined to the Arctic. However, when this gradient weakens, the vortex can become unstable. Factors such as warming temperatures in the Arctic, changes in sea ice cover, and even shifts in the jet stream can all contribute to this instability. When this difference weakens, the vortex can become unstable and wobble south. Just like a spinning top losing its momentum. This wobbling can cause the cold air to spill out of the Arctic and move into lower latitudes, bringing with it severe cold snaps and winter storms. And this year, folks, it's wobbling our way. Meteorologists have been tracking this movement closely, and the data suggests that we are in for a particularly harsh winter. The southward shift of the polar vortex is expected to bring prolonged periods of cold weather, with temperatures dropping well below average. This southward shift in the polar vortex means we can expect to see temperatures plummet across much of North America. Cities that are not accustomed to such extreme cold may find themselves facing unprecedented challenges. From frozen pipes to increased heating costs, the impacts of this cold air invasion will be felt far and wide. The Midwest and Northeast will be hit particularly hard, with record-breaking lows a real possibility. These regions are no strangers to cold weather, but the intensity and duration of this cold snap could set new records. Snowfall is also expected to increase, leading to potential disruptions in transportation and daily life. So if you haven't already, now's the time to dig out those long johns and winter boots. Prepare for the cold by ensuring your home is well insulated, stocking up on essential supplies, and staying informed about weather updates. This winter, the polar vortex is making its presence known, and it's best to be ready for its icy embrace. Now imagine a giant wall of high pressure parked over the Arctic, like a bouncer refusing to let the cold air escape. That's exactly what we're dealing with this winter, folks. This high-pressure system is acting like a blocking pattern, preventing the normal flow of weather systems across the Northern Hemisphere. This blocking pattern is like closing all the windows and doors in your house on a cold day. The cold air gets trapped inside and the temperature drops like a stone. In this case, the house is North America, and the cold air is coming straight from the Arctic, courtesy of the polar vortex. So, what does this mean for us? Well, it means that once the cold air arrives, it's not going anywhere fast. We can expect prolonged periods of below-average temperatures with little chance of any significant warm-ups. Get ready for a long, cold winter. But wait, there's more. Just when you thought the weather couldn't get any more intense, Mother Nature has a few more tricks up her sleeve. As if the polar vortex and the high-pressure block weren't enough to make you shiver, we've also got a series of low-pressure systems lining up to deliver a 1-2 punch of cold air and snow. These systems are like a conveyor belt, each one bringing its own set of challenges. These storms will act like giant vacuum cleaners, sucking down even more frigid air from the Arctic and spreading it across the continent. Imagine a massive, invisible hand reaching up to the North Pole and pulling down icy air masses. Think of it like this: the polar vortex opens the freezer door, letting all that cold air escape. The high-pressure block closes it behind us, trapping us in a cold room with no escape, and the low-pressure systems are the fans blowing the cold air right in our faces. It's like standing in front of an open freezer with a fan on full blast. It's a recipe for a deep freeze, folks, and we're right in the path of the chill. The landscapes will transform into winter wonderlands, but the beauty comes with a bite. These low-pressure systems will bring a mixed bag of winter weather, including heavy snow that can blanket entire cities, sleet that makes roads treacherous, and freezing rain that coats everything in a slick, icy glaze. The Northeast can expect major snowstorms, with cities like New York and Boston potentially seeing feet of snow, while the Southeast may see unusual ice events that could bring down trees and power lines, causing widespread disruptions. And let's not forget about the wind, which will whip the snow into blinding blizzards and create dangerous wind chills. The wind will make it feel even colder than it actually is, cutting through layers of clothing and making outdoor activities nearly unbearable. So, bundle up and prepare for a winter onslaught like no other. Communities will need to brace for the impact, with residents shoveling snow, dealing with stuck cars, and navigating icy sidewalks. Emergency services and snowplows will be working around the clock to keep roads clear and assist those in need. It's a good time to stock up on essentials, as grocery stores may see a rush of people buying supplies to hunker down during the storms. Power outages are also a possibility, so having backup sources of light and heat will be crucial. Schools may close, giving children a chance to enjoy the snow, but also adding to the challenges for working parents. Don't forget about your pets. They'll need extra care to stay warm and safe in these frigid conditions. On the bright side, winter sports enthusiasts will have plenty of fresh powder for skiing and snowboarding. And for those who prefer to stay indoors, it's the perfect time to cozy up by the fireplace with a cup of hot cocoa. Remember to follow winter safety tips and have an emergency kit ready. Stay informed with weather updates and heed any warnings from local authorities. In times like these, community spirit shines. Neighbors helping each other can make a big difference, whether it's shoveling snow or sharing supplies. While the cold air invasion may be daunting, it also brings moments of beauty and opportunities for togetherness. So stay safe, stay warm, and embrace the winter wonderland.